What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Detached Garage. In today's episode, we are talking about a long-term upgrade for my garage, the RIVIAN R1T. If you guys are new to the channel, this channel is all about helping you guys plan, design, build, and upgrade your garage, whether that's upgrades for an EV or upgrades for a vehicle or upgrades to make your garage your own. Let's get right into the episode today with the R1T and a little bit more information about Rivian. Let's get started. Welcome back, guys. Again, in today's episode, we are talking about my future Rivian R1T. For most of you, you probably already know if you've been following along for a little while that I am a current Tesla owner. I actually put out a Rivian video probably about a year ago now about the 6 reasons why I put a pre-order in on a Rivian, even though I'm a Tesla owner. You guys can check that video out in the card up here. Go check that video out and then come on back, because this video we are digging into 2 big questions. Number 1, how many reservations does Rivian have? And number 2, what pre-order number you are if you're a current Rivian reservation holder. And really what that affects is when you will get your truck or SUV. So let's jump right into it. Why are pre-orders and reservations so important? Well, the short answer is funding, and Rivian has a ton of it. They have raised over $5 billion without even putting forward an IPO. It is crazy how much money they have already secured in funding without even putting forward an IPO. And what that means to me is they have quite a significant amount of pre-orders right now. I don't believe companies would be giving them this kind of money if they didn't have a lot of pre-orders. And we'll see kind of closer to the end of the video. I got my pre-order in relatively early, back in February of 2019. We'll see what my pre-order number is. And so they've had over a year of pre-orders after that, with all of these rounds of funding coming in after I put my pre-order in. Big news around that is pre-orders are important. They're important for Tesla as well. Tesla is doing a non-refundable pre-order where Rivian has a $1,000 refundable pre-order. You can get your money back in 7 days if you change your mind. I think over $5 billion in funding is pretty impressive. 700 million of that came from Amazon right in the beginning, right back in February of 2019. And then they announced an additional, beyond that 700 million, they also announced a purchase of 100,000 delivery vans. Diving right back into the 2 questions of how many reservations does Rivian have and what is your reservation number if you have a Rivian. We are going to jump to question number 2 because that is going to get us the answer for question number 1. So I am going to show on the screen here the process and the trick you can use to find what reservation number you are. Step number 1, you will go to Rivian's website, you will submit your $1,000, you will put your pre-order in. Once you put in your pre-order, you will receive an email. Go to that email, click the View Details button. This will take you to another page. On that web page, right-click and do View Source. So you're trying to find the source code for that web page. Then, once you're in that source and seeing the code for that web page, do Ctrl F or find, and then type in order space pound or order space number sign. And once you do that, you will see what pre-order number you are. Again, I put my pre-order in very, very early in February, and my pre-order number is 6,031. So I believe that I am the 6,031st person to put in a pre-order for the Rivian R1T. I also believe that your R1S and R1T pre-order buckets are separate. So I believe there's also a 6,031 pre-order holder for the R1S, which is the SUV, and those are two separate buckets. This is pretty exciting, but it's also a little discouraging as well. So what does all this mean in 6,031? What does that mean for me? Ultimately, it's trying to get us towards the answer of when am I going to receive my vehicle? Rivian just came out with an announcement with all the COVID-19 and virus stuff going on that they have pushed back their deliveries for the R1T to June of 2021 and the R1S to August of 2021. So about a year from now. They will be delivering the first vehicles. Also, if you remember in that email that I showed, the larger battery pack variants will be delivered first. So even if I'm 6,031, but I want a low kilowatt hour battery pack, I'm gonna have to wait even longer. I want a larger kilowatt hour battery pack, so that's not gonna be an issue for me. But depending on how you spec your vehicle, you might have to wait a little bit longer. Just rough math, some rumors in the industry. When am I going to receive my vehicle? If the deliveries start a year from now, I'm the 6,031st pre-order holder. Rough numbers are Rivian, I believe, is going to try to reach around 40,000 vehicles per year. So if you're halfway through 2021 and you take 40,000 and cut that in half, that's 20,000, and then you're basically cutting that in half again to get to the 10,000 Amazon van orders, and I believe they will run on separate lines, but I'm not positive about that, where the R1T and R1S will run on one line and the vans will run on the other, another separate line, both going through the same paint shop. I'm not positive on that. I might not get my vehicle until 2022, since I'm the 6,031st pre-order holder. If there's only 5,000 of each vehicle to go around, and they're only going to do 40,000 vehicles a year total right now, I might not get my vehicle till 2022. But there is a slight chance that with this extra time, they can get the production line up to speed faster and make more vehicles per year. Now you're saying 40,000 vehicles per year, that's absolutely nothing. You're right. But at the same time, this is a startup car company. They have to get the line going. They've hired a lot of great talent from a bunch of other automotive companies that have done this before. So they know what they're doing because they've had this experience at other companies before. But overall, you know, it will be a slower ramp up to make sure they get things right and get vehicles out the door and a quality vehicle out the door. This gets back then to question number one: in how many pre-orders does Rivian have? I don't know for certain, but there is a surefire way that I think you can find out. If you go online and you put in a pre-order right now and put your $1,000 down, I believe you can follow my method and get to what your pre-order number is. If you are a Rivian pre-order holder, throw that number down in the description. When did you put your pre-order in and what number are you? Put that down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to chat with other fellow Rivian pre-order holders. But if you're interested in this at all, garages, planning, building, upgrading, vehicles, electric vehicles, ICE vehicles in the garage, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you found value in this, please hit that like button and please share this episode. Thanks again for watching Detached Garage.